here we are, Shirogane. So hi everybody! My name is Angemaler, and I am very excited to be doing a walkthrough of Shirogane, which is the residential housing district for Kugane. So on Tuesday, a patch dropped that brought with it 6 new residential districts for each, 6 new wards for each residential district. So it introduced 25 through 30. And so this is an exciting time because you can actually walk through the districts and see them empty because of the new lottery system. In the past, when wards were introduced, it was like a smash and grab job. Everybody could, as soon as the wards were released in patch, it was a first come first serve. You got yourself into the server first, you ran to your plot, and it was yours. And so there was no way to really, walk around the district and see it empty. Now the first instance of that we did get was actually Shirogane, because it was released and people could walk through the district before the houses were actually open for bidding. Same with Imperium. Imperium had the same thing, but Imperium also introduced the lottery system. So these houses dropped on Tuesday. They opened for bidding. Well, the plots weren't actually open to bid on until yesterday. And so they will be open until January 20th at 9:59 a.m. That's the time that you have to put in your tickets, your bids for each of these plots. So each ward has sort of like its main division, which is plots 1 through 30, and a subdivision, plots 31 through 60. And so what you're seeing is each ward has 60 houses. So 60 houses times 6 wards times 5 residential districts equals 1,600 houses that are now open for bidding. So it's an exciting time to be in game, and I wanted to take advantage of being able to stream and do walkthroughs of each of the districts without any houses on them. So if you do plan to put in on one of these houses in this time frame, keep in mind, lottery period is only open until January 20th, 9:59 a.m. After that, the bidding period closes and sort of your claiming period starts. You have 4 days to go back to the plot where you put a ticket in on and either claim your win if you are the winning number drawn randomly from the placard, or you get your money back. So when you do bid on a plot, you right click on it. You have to have the money up front to bid for it, and then it's not a gamble in terms of lottery, the term lottery, because you do get your money back. It is a gamble or lottery in the sense that they draw a number randomly for winner. So it's no longer the Black Friday sale, wear a helmet and get ready to throw elbows affair, where you had to be the one with the fastest queue and the best sprint skills to reach a placard. So, different world we're living in. It's a more relaxed world, more civilized. And so, when you're looking at the new wards that have been added, you'll notice these symbols up at the top for each ward. If it has the multiple dots in a triangle fashion, that means that it is open only for free companies to purchase. So the 25th ward is for free companies only. So if you plan to get a free company house, 25 is FC only. Opposingly, ward 30 is individual only. So if it has a sort of a single eye, it's an eye, it's supposed to be like a single person. That's for individual purchase. 26, 27, 28, and 29 are both. They have part of the FC symbol and the individual symbol. So keep that in mind when you do decide what residential district you're going to bid on. So we're going to go into 29, because, I don't know, I like 29. I am dressed for the occasion in my Far Eastern best. Got my shade. It's raining. Always raining. But it's daylight, which is nice. And we are in Shirogane. Shirogane is obviously has an far eastern layer to it. It also is seaside, so you have that beachfront feel like mist. And here is what the district looks like. So we start kind of in a swath over on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we kind of come over here back to beachfront 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, all the way up with 30 way up here at the top. The subdivision is basically you take the regular division and you tip it 45 degrees to the right. That's it. And again, so the regular division is 1 through 30 and the subdivision is 31 through 60. It's the same numbers and everything like that. The apartments are open now. You can go buy an apartment. If there's a little check mark next to the apartment, it means there are no vacant apartments to buy. So you have to go pick another division. Okay, here we are. Shirogane. I do like Shirogane. It is beautifully themed. It is beautifully decorated. It has a combination of both the beachfront flair that Mist has, but then also some of the sort of like the flourishing green aspects of Lavender Beds. So Shirogane, district-wise, is probably a third place for me in terms of my own personal preferences and flares. I generally like Stormblood was not my favorite expansion, I'll put it that way. But I really, really, really like what they did with the residential district. It has a lot of little features that make it very pretty. So like this little deck here and this little promenade doesn't go anywhere. There's no houses out here or anything. It's just a place to stroll. It's very pretty. And the districts that have these little pieces, these little bits, nice little shrine top, that. I mean, there's nothing else out here. It's just something that they put in. You have a beautiful view of the whole district. It's colorful. It's green. I love it. So my rankings for residential districts, you know, if I was to pick where to live, I like every district has nice houses, but for overall ambiance, I think Lavender Beds is probably my favorite. And then Imperium. I love the castle look to it, right? And the harsh winter. Again, that just evokes different feelings, I guess. But then Shirogane would probably be number 3. And then actually, number 4 for me would be the Goblet's Brimming Heart. I love the poolside, like that resorty feel of the Goblet. And then Mist, just... I hate Mist. Like, the beachfront is okay. Like, I get what they were trying to do with the, you know, the white limestone cliff sides and buildings to give it that Mediterranean feel, but it just fell flat for me. Alright, a little sip of coffee. So we've got our little, you know, beachfront here. Some little pavilions out on the beach. And let's get started. Guard here, give me a look. I know, I look sketchy, it's fine. So this central walkway, you know, we've got some shops and markets. You know what, I have the wrong umbrella out. Oh, please. You have this central stair with, like, again, this beautiful sort of city, East Asian city market feel. I love it. I've actually seen a lot of RP groups use this to great advantage. I saw a parade come through here, and that was just so cool. So, I don't know, I love it. It looks great. It also has one of my favorite mediums, so I'll be happy to share that with you all. So, market board and summoning bell. And then we're going to come down the stairs here, and this should take us out to number 1. So this is number 1. This is a medium. I love it when we can start off on the right foot and just showcase something amazing. Although I will say usually number 1s are high priced for whatever size they are. And this one does not disappoint. This is a beachfront medium. This is 20 million gil. Look at that. So you've got, you know, your markets and that sort of main dock right here. You've got your market board and summoning bell just up the stairs there. The only regret I have for this is that the entrance to it is, you know, next to a cliff rather than walking out onto the beach. But it is still yours, right? You've got these cute little pavilions that are kind of all yours. This little beachfront here is just adorable. There's no other houses here that you're competing with. This is yours. So this is a really fantastic medium. So I am going to actually write it down. Lot 1. Let's see how many bidders we have on this. And I'm in Ward 29 in Balmung. 1. Uno. And this one sets off by itself, which I do like, which is another reason I noted it for myself. There's no one else around you. You're not seeing anybody else. This is just your own private little spot. Oops, we gotta go up this. We gotta go up a little higher for number 2. I was about to walk to number 3. So this is number 2. Number 2 is a small. It's a higher priced small, 3,562,500 gil. 1 bidder. Another fairly nice plot for the price. It's a small. You are tucked up against the rocks here, with a rock view for your front door. You are overlooking the ocean, but you are not high enough to where this would not obstruct your view. This is a medium. My guess is that roofline is going to come up pretty far. You are right next to that, you know, beautifully themed market area though. And that, I suppose, might make up for it a little bit. But for the most part, your beachfront view is blocked. You are by yourself though, no neighbors. Which I think also has advantages. That was plot 2. Again, is small at 3,562,500. Let's head back down to the beach. Don't get lost. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning, by the way. This is plot 3. This is a small. This is a high-priced small. There are currently 2 bidders on this one. Rare to see more than 1 at this point. And so this is a 3,750,000 gil plot. And I can see why. You have a higher view of the beach. You have no obstruction. Fantastic. This is a very nice small. I think obviously anything that's beachfront is going to be extremely exclusive, but there are some benefits of some of the other plots that I can't wait to show you. Another little sip of coffee. But this is wonderful. So this is plot 3. Again, it is the most expensive of the smalls. So smalls range in price from 3 million at the very bottom barrel to 3,750,000. So this is at the very top tier in terms of pricing. But just like plot 1, you've got that access to the beach and no other neighbors. It is wonderful. As the current bidding shows, which most other plots that we've looked at only have one bidder. So 4, we're going to go back up the hill here for. Oh, look at this cute little... This is why I like Shirogane. Look at this cute little thing here, this little shrine. It doesn't do anything, it's just pretty. All of these little features, they all add up. We're gonna go way, way up here for number 4. Now 4 should be over here. So this is set higher. Look at this little river here. Leading through a little pond. Nice little pine winding its way out of it. Fireflies, rocks, bridges. Beautiful. So again, this is plot 4. This is a small. It is a higher end medium price, so mid to high priced small. So 3,562,500 gil. So you're kind of removed a little bit from the beach. You're high up. Your view will not be too bad because you've got, let's see here, that should be the small, and then this should be the medium. So your view's not terrible. So for the price, I can see why it's a little bit pricier. You've got sort of these very pretty features that are just outside your door. You've got one neighbor to your right, off your right shoulder, but otherwise a very nice view. That was plot 4. Again, it's a small 3,562,500 gil. And that's going to lead us right over here to plot 5. This is another small. Look at this little. So you have sort of this pretty little pond view, waterfalls. Not really beachfront. You can see the ocean off in the distance, but you don't really get that same beachy feel. You've got a little shrine here, the river running through in the back. Very pretty. And again, this is plot 5. This is 3,375,000. So for the price, look how cute this is. Again, you're not going to have the beachfront view. Up here on the balcony, you know, you've got a neighbor right there. You've got some very big plots right here and a smaller plot here. So while you're higher up, you've got a tree obstructing your view. But it's still pretty. It's still cute, right? Like, whereas the mist, you know, something priced at that same cost might be tucked up against a wall and you don't see anything. Your neighbors. So that is plot 5. Plot 6, I think we have to go back down the stairs for. So let's take the stairs here. everybody's having a very wonderful morning. I am plowing through these. I may just go right through and do lavender beds, honestly. Again, this cute little shrine here. And this will take us right over to plot 6. Plot 6 is a small. It is 3,562,500. Currently has one bidder on it. Look how pretty. Again, tucked up against a wall, right? But you have this pretty little waterfall coming off to the side here. Market board and summoning bell right there. Now here's the disadvantages. You know, you've got your shrine here. You've got a neighbor, a gigantic neighbor right across from you. So I probably wouldn't pay that price for that particular plot because you don't really have much of a view. It's completely obstructed other than that cute little waterfall. You do have a quick access to the beach though, and quick access to market board and summoning bell. So again, this was plot 6, 3,562,500. So it's a little bit on the higher end for pricing. I probably wouldn't pay it. I think there are far better plots for far less. Now that leads us to plot 7, which is our first large. So plot 7 is 42,500,000 gil, so it's on the low end for pricing for a large, and there's currently one bidder on it. So let's see why it's so cheap. So larges range in price usually from the low 40s up into I think maybe the 50s. Like I know I've seen 50,000 for a large, but I don't know if it goes much higher than that. So this one, you are right up against the beach, but higher up in terms of your vantage. You've got kind of that wild part of the beach, right? Like there's over here where you've got, you know, the pavilions and it's kind of a little bit more domestic. Over here, your view is a little wilder. I'm not sure why it's so cheap, because I think the disadvantage here is the house is here and you have your neighbor right across. So your view is meh if you're talking about the view that you have outside of your front doorstep. But depending on how your house sits, you may be able to take advantage of, you know, setting out some outdoor furniture and stuff that overlooks the ocean and the beachfront. So I think this is a nice large. For the price, not bad. I would have expected this to be a little bit higher in price, to be quite honest. It is right next to Market Board and Summoning Bell. You have this pretty little bridge here. On the other side of the bridge, you know, you've got like a little bit of a little river running down. I don't know, for a large, I think it's pretty. So again, this one was plot 7. It's our first large, and it is 42,500,000 gil. I like it. Look at this. Again, just these little things just make Shirogane so pretty. I love it. And that is going to take us to number 8. Number 8 might be one of my favorite mediums in all of the districts. Currently has 3 buyers on it for good reason, and I'll show you why. So this is a 20 million gil medium. So this is a high-priced medium. And there's several things that make this medium special. Number 1, your view. You have this sort of wild view of the river coming down out into the beach, so you get that ocean view, wild ocean view rather than civilized. But you do have some of that civilized features with this rooftop here. This again, this is one of my favorite mediums in all of the residential districts. Not only that, Things that I sort of rank plots is not only for the situation of the plot itself, but also all of the stuff that's around it that becomes just yours because of the location of the plot. So if we come down this staircase here, you have this cute little area. You have a little view of the river, right? You have staircase down, you know, to play in the water and come out to the beach side. Again, this is all, there's nobody else here. Well, who else is going to use this? And that's not all either. Let me run a little bit here. Around the back side of plot 8 is another walking path. A little less trodden, right? Not paved. Kind of going off the beaten path here. Again, this is the back side of plot 8. We come underneath this little rocky tunnel. Little grassy area. This is called the Hidden Shores. We have a shrine over here. Again, very wild view, right? You don't get a view of the city. You know, this is not the city view. This is the wild view, which is probably why I love it so much. You have your own little private beach area. Again, no, what else is over here? There's nothing over here. And through this cave, little lantern to light our way. We have a hot spring overlooking the ocean. Fantastic extra features for plot 8. Look at this. I love plot 8. This is Shirogane plot 8, and we are just off in this little section over here that connects right to plot 8. It is gorgeous, and I adore plot 8. All of these little features. So let's get off the beaten path. Now I suppose both plot 8 and plot 9 can enjoy those little features, but plot 8 definitely has the I guess the more claim to those wild spaces. And I can gush about plot 8 all day. So plot 9 is a small 3,562,500 gil. It has the secret Hidden Shores area that plot 8 does, with a little bit of removal up the stairs, but your view of anything is blocked. I don't really care for this plot. Even as a small, I just don't. It's just got no view. All you have really, again, is that you've got a little bit of a waterfall here, which is pretty. But plot 8 dominates so much. I will also remind plot 8 is 20 million as a medium, so it is a high price for good reason. All right, let's head up to number 10. It should be this one. Get my map. Yes, this is plot 10. So this is a small. This is 3,187,500 gil. So this is on the low end, and even for a low end plot, you've got like a little bit of a lawn. you know, a little tree jutting out, some rocks, and a little shrine. But other than that, you don't really have much. You're tucked up against a wall, and you have neighbors that are just going to obstruct everything. So it's 10 for a small is just not good, not even for value. I don't care for it. Not much to talk about, right? Look at how cute this is, though. Little bridge, little river. This is plot 11. Same price as plot 10, 3,187,500. This one, at least, though, I think has a little bit more to say. You might have, I don't know how large they're, you're not going to have much of a view. Not of the ocean, anyway. If you wanted an ocean view, you're not going to get it with this one. You're tucked up against a wall. Market board and summoning bell are up there on the cliff side. Other than, you know, this cute little river here, you don't really have much in the way of, I guess, features, the way some of the other plots do. So yeah, that's plot 11. Still raining. Which brings us up a little bit here. We've got like a bamboo copse up here. You get this high view of the apartment complex. And kind of have a higher view of that pond that we were at down below. So we're climbing a little bit higher on the cliffside, getting away from the beach as we move here. So this is plot 12. This is another 3,187,500 gil. Market board and summoning bell. Neighbors. Oh, did it stop raining? It did. Lovely. Stars are coming out. So you're a little higher up, but you still don't have much of a view. You've got neighbors. You've got some larger properties that are just going to block your view of the ocean. And you have some cute little features in front of you, but still not much. You do have a nice little view of that pond and Little Red Bridge. You've got your own Little Red Bridge over here, and another sort of like high waterfall coming off of the apartments. So that's also very cute. Right, that was plot 12. Now we're going to move up again. And again, you kind of have this cool little rope bridge across the waterfall coming out of the apartment complex. And this is Kobai Goten. That's the apartment complex there. You've got the little waterfall, and this is plot 13. Plot 13 is a medium. It is 17 million gil. Currently one buyer on it, or one bidder, I should say. So some features here. Again, you've got like this really pretty little rope bridge here, a little pathway, some bamboo copses. You do have neighbors. So you have a neighbor right here. You've got a small right here, which is going to obstruct the view. You do have a cute little bridge, and you do have that view, that kind of city view, I guess, of the apartments and the shopping district down there. So it's pretty, but again, it's on the cheap side for mediums. Again, it's 17 million for plot 13. It's got some cool features, and again, for exclusivity, remember that your mediums and larges are going to be at a premium because there's just less to go around. Every district has, every ward has 3 larges, 7 mediums, and the rest are smalls. So take that into consideration if you're thinking about trying to get into a larger house. So that was plot 13. Now let's walk over here, get to plot 14. Market board and summoning bell, just off to our left. And this is plot 14. It is bottom barrel, 3 million. It's tucked up against a wall. You do have Market Board and Summoning Bell right there, but you do have a medium that's going to obstruct any possible view of this cute little rope bridge and waterfall off of the apartments. You do have an Aethernet right there, so at least for convenience, it's nice. You have a rock blocking all of your view. There's nothing here. There's a reason it's 3 million. There's nothing. Other than, again, if you're a convenience person, like where you want to be able to immediately teleport right to your house, get right to your Market Board and Summoning Bell, yeah, this would be the place. This is northeastern Shirogane. And again, so this is plot 14, and it is bottom of the barrel, 3 million gil plot. It doesn't win the Clown Shoes Award, because at least it still has reasonable access. Alright, and that should bring us up the hill here just a little bit to our next medium. This is plot 15. This is 18 million gil, currently has one bidder. Now this is kind of neat, right? You've got a little bit of lawn here. Run a little bit just to kind of explore. You've got a little bit of a lawn here, a little tall lantern behind. You have another plot up here, so you've got a neighbor. You know, hanky-panky in your built-in hot spring. It's tucked up against here, so the actual plot of the house is against there. You have a very high view. So you've got cliffs on one side, which is going to obstruct any view, but you do have a nice view, I guess, of the district. You've got a medium here that's going to block that view over there. And down here, these are all smalls that shouldn't obstruct your view too much, but remember this large right here is going to obstruct everything. So again, this is a medium. This is 18 million gil. I'm not so sure I'd pay 18 million for what this is. There are far better mediums that I would take in other districts for better views. It's not terrible. The real medium is clearly number 8. So this is just meh in comparison. I'll pay the extra 2 million gil. Thanks. That was plot 15. And now 16 is up the hill, or up the stairs here. This is one of our 3 larges. And it is bottom of the barrel, 40 million gil. So this is plot 16. It currently has one buyer on it. And yeah, I see why it's so cheap. There's nothing really out here to save it. You do have, you know, some cute little bamboo copses, you have some lanterns, right? So like this little area is kind of neat to explore. A little wild. You do have the walking path here, which will take you over the rope bridge, right? Kind of gives you that up-close look at, you know, the waterfall coming out of the apartments. And it kind of gives you this little walking path down here, another little bridge here, and it connects you with sort of the main pathway of the rest of the area, and a pretty fast walk into the shops. So as far as, I guess, little secrets, for 40 million as a large, it's not terrible. This is kind of cool. Your own little bridge. There's nothing else up here that's going to easily access this little thing, right? So for a large, 40 million, I'd pay it. I mean, I could pay it right now, actually. I would have very little left, but I could potentially pay for it. I don't know. I don't think it deserves to be as cheap as it is with all of its little features. Your Market Board and Summoning Bell are down there. You're not going to really have a view. That large right there, again, is going to, you know, you're not going to see much because of that large, but all these other houses, you have a view of the district, is what you have, with very little oceanfront view. There is another large that I think will overshadow it, but for what this is, I kind of like this. It's like a little secret place, right? Like there's all these little features. And it's cheap. 40 million for a large. It's not bad. So again, this is plot 16. This might be my value piece. Oh, it's so bad when your value piece is still 40 million. I do try to have at least one pick that is value for money. This one might be it. I really hate to dump it into a large. Usually I try to pick a small that's value for money. So we'll see. And that was plot 16. So now that covers basically this whole wing. And so now we're going to head all the way back down. We're going to go across the Koban Gardens, down into the Akanezakai markets, and back into the beach to get to plot 17. So we have to come kind of all the way back down to the beach. Oop. What do I get for trying to look at my map while I'm... So we'll head through the gardens. Again, this cute little... So this is the Koban Garden. Look at this cute little area. So again, this is your access to the apartments, which we will do now, actually. So this is Tobai Goten. This is the Shirogane apartment complex. When you are looking at the apartments, if there is a check next to it, it means that there are no available apartments. If it doesn't, it means you can walk in, go to the lobby, step up to the front desk, and again, let's take a look at the lobby. To the caretaker and buy an apartment. Apartments are 500,000, and it's just you grab the first one available, pretty much. And those are open now. So whereas the housing, the outside housing here, you have to bid on. The apartments you just walk in and buy. Those are first come, first serve. Again, this pretty little garden area. One of the central features. We'll head back down into markets. Akanezaka Market. There we go. And we're gonna turn here. Here. How to explore, right? Little balcony area. Little city view, a little seat. So many cute little nooks and crannies to this place. Alright, and now let's head down to the beach. So again, this is that sort of starting area, that dock, right? And so we are at plot 17, which is up against the cliff and wall here. It is a small. It is a premium priced small for good reason, 3,750,000 gil. Currently one buyer. Little staircase there, or a ladder. And you have oceanfront view. The only thing I don't like about it is your front door view is of your neighbor, which is plot 19. But otherwise, you know, walk out onto the beach. And this one doesn't have the pavilions like the other side did. Or, well, it has one. I apologize. Right off here, though, more wild, I guess. You have quick access to the docks and markets. And there is one pavilion over here. umbrella, and then kind of go wild. Rock formations, very cool. So this, for plot 17, this kind of becomes yours. 17 and 19 both have this. So there's a reason it is premium priced. It is beachfront. It is gorgeous. So 3,750,000 for plot 17. And now we're gonna head back up the stairs here to get to 18, which should be this one. Plot 18 is another small 3,562,500 gil. Not bad. Again, you're kind of tucked up against the wall. The markets are right here, so you've got the markets behind you. Nice little staircase to go, what, into the back porch of that market? You only have a small here, so the roof line probably isn't going to obstruct your view too much. Not bad. Again, your front door view is going to be your neighbor. Market board and summoning bell. Little lighthouse here. It's still pretty cute. For a small, it's right priced, I think, at 3,560,500, and that is for plot 18. We'll come back down the stairs and head back down towards the beach to see number 19. Number 19 is basically the sister plot to 17. 2 participants on it currently, and oh, this is a medium, so it's not quite a sister plot because this is the larger plot. So this is a 20 million gil medium. So that's why there's 2 bidders on it. It's a medium. So this is another one of those with the prime ocean view, just like plot 1. So this is, again, plot 19, medium at the premium priced 20 million gil. But again, beachfront, a little bit wilder, I think, than the other side. So whereas your southeastern side, I think, had a little bit more of the civilized feel, it had more of those pavilions and things, I think this side feels a little wilder. So that is plot 19, again, premium priced, for a lot of the same reasons that the small next to it is also premium priced. So now we're going to head back up the hill to go to 20. Number 20 is a small, and it is 3,562,500 gil. Mouthful. Tucked up against a little bit of a balcony here on almost all sides. You do have this medium right here, so your view of the ocean is probably going to be at least partially obstructed. You do have market board and summoning bell, and a cute little bridge here, a little lantern shrine, and fairly quick access to the beach, the kind of rocky shoreline and everything. So it's okay. It's okay for a 20, or for a 20. For a small, this is plot 20, 3,562,500. So not bad. So let's head down here for 21. 21 is a small, and it is another, because it's beachfront, premium priced small. So this is 3,750,000. One bidder. This one, you have the lighthouse right there. You do have the higher up view of the beach, though. You have the pavilion and umbrella. And over here, you've got sort of the wilder view, right? Trees, beach line, and the rocks. So, premium priced for good reason. Very, very pretty view of the ocean. Now this should be its sister right here. This is 22. This is another premium priced, again, beachfront. 3,750,000 gil small. One bidder on it currently. Beautiful. So it's basically a sister plot to 21. So 21 and 22, both that high price small. And you do have that higher up, you know, vantage point. You're not directly on the beach, but you have that beachfront view unobstructed. Very pretty. Now 23 should also be beachfront. Has its own little staircase up to it. I should have taken the other one though. We'll just hop over. I shouldn't have walked down the stairs, but I wanted to. So 23 is right across from 22. Or no, that is 22. What am I doing? 23. Yeah, 23 I think must be up. I'm losing my marbles, y'all. It was up the stairs. Yes, I knew I had to come up here. See, I second-guessed myself. So here is 23. It is another premium-priced mall. It is higher up vantage than 21 and 22. One buyer on it currently, but it is still that premium price. So you have the higher up view of the beach. You got your neighbors down there. You've got a little shrine here. So again, some of those nice little features of having a place all to yourself. You've got this cute little bridge here. You've got the waterfall. View of the apartment complex. Again, neighbors right here. I am not sure I would still pay the price for this one. Not. I don't think it's quite as exclusive, I guess. It's still the beachfront view though, unobstructed, with a little bit of river as well. Your market board and summoning bell are down there, and that is 23. 24 is a medium. And this is one of the higher priced mediums. This is 19 million gil. There's currently one buyer on it. Now, your front door looks out onto this little small here, but you are kind of right up against the apartments here with the waterfalls coming down from it. It's pretty. I don't know if I would do 19 million for it. Again, I'd take plot 8. You have a high up view, but you still have, you know, two smalls to contend with in terms of, you know, your view. Not to mention 23 off here to the right. So it's not bad. It's not the medium I would pick. I don't like it as much as some of the other mediums. Both the beachfront mediums as well as number 8, I think, far, far outweigh anything else that's going to be up here. So that is 24, 19 million gil. And 25 is... should be this one, right across the way. Nope, that's 26. Nope, it's this one over here. Sometimes it's like, where? This one. So this is plot 25. It is 3,187,500, so this is lower end price. You'll notice this one doesn't even get a sidewalk. You just step across the grass, it's fine. So it's a lower priced small. You're tucked up against the wall here. You have a little bit of greenery, you know, a little bit of lawn, but you're going to be sitting in the shadow of this medium right here, and that small is going to obstruct some of your view of the ocean. It is a pretty typical plot. Not quite as clown shoes as Mist plot 16, but this might be the clown shoes winner for this district. It might be. Alright, 26. Go back up the hill here. This is 26, another small, 3,187,500. Again, tucked up against the wall. This is another plot right here, which I think is a small. Waterfall coming off of the apartment complex, the little river right here. But otherwise, you know, in the little river coming off on the right, It's cute for what it is, but you're completely overshadowed by that medium. So it just doesn't have a whole lot going for it. Again, that's 26. It is a small at 3,187,500 gil. So we're coming up onto some of our last plots. We're going to pop up the hill to 27. So I believe we should be able to take Market Board and Summoning Bell. This Aethernet Shard, by the way, is Western Shirogane. Alright, so let's take a look here for just a second. So we have the central gardens here and sort of like this more civilized waterways and seats and stuff like that. So you're right next to the gardens, the apartments, and this is 27 at 3 million. So you're tucked up against this river here. You've got a little bridge here, neighbor there, but you're right up against the apartments here with this waterway and quick access to the gardens. Why is this only 3 million? Now, granted, there's a medium here. There's a small here, which means your roof line here is going to be obstructed just a little bit. This might be my winning for value plot. 27 is not bad. I like this cute little waterfall here. You've got a bridge. Market Board and Summoning Bell are right there. You don't have the beachfront view necessarily, but there's a lot of cute little things happening on this plot. So I'm going to write this one down as my value plot for small. Potentially. It's not bad. It's cute. Again, you have quick access to the lovely gardens over here. You've got that view of the apartments, which I think the view of the apartments is something, right? Like it's a pretty building. Most of the districts are that as a feature, you know. I think this is cute. You have your own little red bridge. Again, that waterfall and river feature right in your backyard. This is adorable. What's wrong with people? 3 million. Which leads us to plot 28, which is a medium. This is the last medium we're going to look at. It is 16 million, so it is definitely on the cheap side. There are currently 3 bidders on this medium, though. 3 bidders. So now, like 27, the small, you've got that view of the apartments and the waterfall. A little higher up, you have Market Board and Summoning Bell, Aethernet Shard, little shrine. Not much of a ocean view. You've got the lighthouse here. That medium is going to just block everything. Same with this house. Everything's blocked, other than that waterfall. It's terrible. But again, exclusive because it's a medium. It is 16 million, so for value, yeah, I guess. You're tucked up against the cliffside. Medium's a medium, right? Which brings us up the stairs here to our last 2 plots. This is Aethernet Shard, Northwestern Shirogane. Market Board and Summoning Bell. I have to go down the stairs first to get to 29. This is plot 29. This is 3,187,500 gil. So this is on the lower end for pricing. There is 1 bidder on it. This one also has that view of the waterfall and the bridge, a little bit removed, but I guess a little higher up too. That medium kind of overshadowing you in the back, as well as this large overshadowing you here, which we'll talk about in a second. Medium here, going to obstruct most everything. That small here will obstruct a lot. But you do have this cute little sort of private staircase leading up to, this little northwestern corner, which I'll show off some of the features of the northwestern corner as well. So for the price, this one isn't bad either. For value, you don't really have a whole lot to yourself because it's just this on its platform and you're kind of by yourself. But the real gem is number 30. So plot 29 again is 3,187,500 gil, and that brings us to our final plot of the district of Shirogane, which is plot 30. It is a large, and it is a medium-priced large. So this is 45 million gil. There are 3 bidders on it, and for good reason. So even though it's a lower-priced large, so remember in the Mist, we had a similar plot. It was up on a cliffside, up against the ocean, right? It was on the ocean, right? That plot was 50 million. This is 5 million cheaper. So this is, you can buy a small and then some for the savings that you get for taking the Shirogane large here in the northwestern corner versus Mist. But, this one has some other stuff going for it, kind of like the medium plot 8 in Shirogane. So we have the rocky features here, so you're tucked up against the corner. Again, you are on the cliff, okay, so you do have that unobstructed ocean view. I think this is a fantastic large. And also, for other reasons, which I will now point out. So you do have this small, that you're contending with. You have a market board and summoning belt right here. Now, we also have this little path right here. So a nice little walking path takes you up to the top corner, the northwest corner of the map. Nice little drink of tea. We have a nice little green area here, overlooking, you've got the apartment complex, overlooking that medium here. The real gem, though, is coming back here. Do your own private hot spring. So this is the Shirogane hot spring, overlooking that tall cliffside. Beautiful. And there's nothing else up here. So for 45 million, you get your own private hot springs in a cliffside large. I love it. So there's a lot to talk about in Shirogane that I love. Again, I love the feel of it. I love the waterfalls. I love the marketplace. I love everything about Shirogane. I think it's beautiful. It just ends up not being the place that I would pick as my final home. It doesn't have the home feel that I'm looking for. But let's talk about the key plots in Shirogane. And there's a lot to talk about. So first off, anything beachfront. So your mediums, which would be plot 1, plot 19, those are beachfront mediums. So those are premium cost. Both of them are 20 million gil, but those are beautiful beachfront. The smalls, so that would be 3, and then 17, 21, 22, I think are the best of the beachfront. 23 technically counts as beachfront, but all of them are at the premium price of 3,700,000 gil. So those are your beachfront walls. My favorite plot of all time for mediums would be number 8, I believe. Number 8, while it's not technically beachfront, it kind of is. It has this hidden shores area all to itself, which includes a hot spring and a private beach. It's gorgeous. Number 8 cannot be beat. And it is also premium priced at 20 million gil. I love it. It's fantastic. In terms of large plots, there are... What do I want to say? This one here, plot 16, is a large. It's only 40 million, but it has a lot going for it in that it has this little walking path over a little rope bridge, a waterfall. For 40 million, I'll take it. That is a steal. So as far as some of my value plots, this large is 40 million. 16. Plot 16. The other large, which is probably considered the gem of Shirogane for larges, is plot 30, and it's still value priced, quote unquote, at 45 million gil in comparison to the Cliffside Mist, number 5, which is 50 million, top of the price range. This one even includes its own little hot springs, though. So I think that one's got the value too. So 2 larges I think are fantastic. The third large, I'm struggling to remember even where it is. Oh right, it's right down here. This number 7, it is cliffside beachfront. You have, you know, you're small over here overlooking it. I think this one's a much better value, even though it's not beachfront. This one is higher up though, so again, you're not getting right off of. You're not going to walk out of the large and go right to the beach. You have to go down the stairs. So those are the 3 larges. The mediums that I think are worth note are again the beachfront ones, which is 19, and number 1, and my all-time favorite, number 8. For a small value, number 27 has this adorable waterfall view, a quick walk to the gardens, as well as sort of like a view of the apartment complex on one side. Value for money, that's a 3 million gil plot. I thought that one was really pretty. So that's our look at Shirogane. So we have, again, wonderful beachfront views, we have the lovely gardens, we have hot springs, hidden shores. There's just a lot to talk about, and the whole place is just very scenic. So Shirogane's got it going on. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to take the time to do all of the districts. I have already done Imperium, which you will find on my YouTube channel, as well as the Goblet and the Mist. So the only one we have left to do is Lavender Beds. So hopefully you'll stick around for that, and yeah, hopefully these are fun and enjoyable for you. Lavender Beds is probably one of my favorite districts. So Shirogane I adore, same with Lavender Beds. So that will be coming up in just a few moments. So thanks for joining me. I am Angemaler, and hope you all had fun. So we'll catch you later.